All right. Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm going to open up with a wonderful number, John Philip Sousa. And there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We hope you enjoyed that. Now I'm going to go back in time to an era, the big band era, and feature the music of Glenn Miller. I don't know if you know the name Glenn Miller, but he was known for some of the great big band tunes. And so I'm going to I'm going to push the big band button and bring out Glenn Miller and his orchestra. And then we'll have a little fun with this. And then you're going to hear someone coming in singing some what they call scat. And there are actual human voices in here. They sing, and it's scat dooba da, what they call it. So you'll hear that. It's not me singing. It's some lady's voice that they recorded in here. And when I play the notes, it makes her voice sound like it. So here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold the applause, hold the applause. Well, thank you very much. And it looks like we have someone else joining us here in a moment. And let's see, hopefully they can hear us okay. So we did a little patriotic music. We did some big band music. I'm going to kind of switch gears and do a little bit of Hank Williams. I don't know if you know who Hank Williams is or was. Does anybody know the name Hank Williams by chance? Show of hands. Well, not the last Hank Williams, the first one. A little hey, good looking, what you got cooking. So I'm gonna do a little hey, good looking, what you got cooking, and do some country music. So I'll push the country style on here, and bring my guitar out here. And I think I have a harmonica here. If I do this. All right, so I got make it look like I'm doing harmonica. Hopefully you folks can hear me okay who just joined. But here we go, little hey good looking, what you got cooking. Thank you, thank you. Hold the applause, hold the applause. Well, hopefully Thomas Shar can hear us. Hopefully, Bob, you can hear us okay, and you're enjoying this wonderful music. Harold, I know you can hear us because you got tested out early. But I'm going to switch gears here, and I'm going to actually do some music that I didn't put in the advertisement, but it's always fun to do. I'm going to feature a musician by the name of Joanne Castle. Now, some people know the name Joanne, and some don't. Some do. She was known to be the honky-tonk piano player on the Lawrence Welk Show, and she had a real fun time with that. So we're gonna have a little fun time here with. We'll do a song called Alley Cat with Joanne Castle on the Lawrence Welk Show, and let's see here. See if I can get this going here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold the applause, hold the applause. No, don't hold the applause. It's good having a button like that. Well, we're going to have some fun. Oh, look at that. Montavani Orchestra. He's showing me in his screen there. Let's see. Oh, you keep switching around on me. Montavani String Orchestra. Is that what it looks like? Yeah. And yeah, there's the Montavani strings. I have the Montavani String Orchestra in here somewhere. I'll have to find them, but they're very demanding. Sometimes they like to be paid, and so yeah, go figure, right? So I have a little fun with this, but I'm going to feature some music. I don't know if you're familiar with his name. The name is Frank Sinatra. Some people know Frank. Might be a little bit before your time. Well, Frank Sinatra had a lot of great hits. I can go on and on and on and on and on, but this is seems to be a popular one. So now I will warn you, I haven't played this one in a while, so I might have a couple oops here and there. I just won't tell you if I did. I'll just keep playing. So here we go. New York, New York. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we're hoping you're enjoying the music so far and you're having a good time. And hopefully the sound is okay. And you can never tell what's going to happen over the internet. So, however, I think I'm going to keep things moving around. I'm going to still do, this is a hit that many crooners have done and performers. It's a song called All of Me. But Frank Sinatra, when he did it, one of the bands he had an opportunity to play with was the Count Basie Orchestra. So I actually have the Count Basie Orchestra here. I don't know if you know who Count Basie was. He played piano and I think bunch of instruments, vibraphone, xylophone, what have you. So we have this style. It's going to have a big band, a Count Basie type orchestra with another wonderful hit called All of Me. Here we go. Tommy Dorsey on the trombone, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Wow, you guys sound just like a full audience. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. And I think I'm going to do some Dixieland. I'm trying to give a nice little variety of music here. So I think I'm going to go do some Dixieland music for you, and maybe Charleston, Dixieland style, and showcase a musician by the name of Pete Fountain, who was known for New Orleans kind of music, did a lot of Dixieland. He played the clarinet, actually did perform on the Lawrence Welk Show many times, had a lot of guest appearances there. And so we're going to feature him. Let's make sure he's here. Okay, so we got Pete Fountain there, and we'll have a little fun with that, and then we'll bring out some other musicians. We have Pete Fountain, and then we have, I think on the, let's see here, on the bottom we have a trumpet player here too. They say he's related to Pete because his name is Water. So we have Pete Fountain and Water Fountain. So there's Water Fountain on the trumpet, and let's see here, and then we'll bring out his cousins Drinkin' and Soda. So we had Drinkin', Soda, Water, and Pete Fountain, the whole Fountain family on the brass section here. All right. And Sean always thinks that's funny when I say that. Well, they're smiling. That's good. All right, so here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Well, we're hoping you're enjoying the music so far. Harold, you're still doing good. Sean, you're doing good. Bart, and it says Thomas Shar. I'm assuming one is Tom and one is Shar.
No, that's his last name.
Oh, that's the last name. Well, we'll never know what you're. The boss. Is that what that is? You're pointing at the boss. Okay. I'm gonna have a little fun here because I've never done this before, but many times we've done a lot of shows in our store, and we play this magnificent instrument here, and this instrument happens to be a very high-priced instrument, I might say. I think it's somewhere in the 60, 70,000 range or something like that. But it's one of the top of the line models. And what's really neat is whenever we've done these shows in the store, you'd hear it, and then you hear another one that we play, and there's always this comparison. Well, when we're online, the comparison isn't as significant. It's a little bit change. And so I'm going to have a little fun here. I'm actually going to move my camera over, so hopefully I don't get you motion sickness. And I'm going to come over. I'll just use the same bench for now. And I want, you guys are my guinea pigs, I guess. You can tell me how this sounds. Because it's rare that I play this little guy online. Oh, you're not getting motion sickness, are you? Look at this little guy here. Can you still see it okay? Can you see me? My head's cut off, but I'll have to keep going like this. Go further back. I don't know. Is that a good view there? I
It's
can't.
good. It's good.
Okay. So I'm going to have a little fun here. Whew, this is fun. This is actually, we start a lot of people that start off when they're just playing for the very first time. This is how we start them off on. So I'm going to put my very first one here. It's called Swing Time. Here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There was a little kitty that popped up, didn't it? That's because I'm using my phone for my camera, and I forgot to put it on airplane mode. Apologies. Let me put it on airplane mode. So if someone calls again, it won't go through, and I won't be interrupted playing some good music. How'd that sound? That sound pretty good? All right. Now, I mentioned some country music earlier, and I love the country on here, especially in the beginning of this, because in the beginning, he's gonna kind of help me out a little bit. Now, the only thing is when I'm playing country music, I can't do it with this bench; it's too big. If you're gonna play country music, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and so because you got to sit down, on a bench, but you got to turn the bench this way and like this. Let's see, let me move it over here a little more. And you have to saddle it in order to play it. Otherwise, you can't play country music properly. So you got to saddle up. No, it's true. I tried this once playing it the other way, and I was playing a bunch of wrong notes. I don't know what was happening, but here we go.
1, 2.
Oh, and he counts for me too, because he knows I have bad timing problems with country music, so he's going to help me out. Here we go.
1, 2.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I hope you guys are doing okay so far. That little guy sounds pretty good, Sean. I'm pretty surprised.
Sounds just like the other one.
He insisted that I played the little guy today. He says we don't really do it that much. This is a very impressive instrument. Now, do you yes, shake your hands. You can unmute yourself. However you can do it. Do any of you play music now? Yes. No. Really? I thought you guys must be professionals here. I was like nervous. I don't want to make any mistakes. Well, if you notice when I was playing earlier, some of the stuff I was playing relatively simple, and then sometimes I got a little fancy, if you noticed. On here, if you notice, I've only been playing one or two fingers. And that's because while I'm playing, actually I use it over here as well. While I'm playing, there's a button that I have turned on, and you're not going to believe this, but it's just simply called the easy button. And when it's pressed, it makes everything easy. It really does, because what happens is when I'm selecting these styles of music, so for example, I'm going to put on the ballad button. All right. And when I press the easy button, it allows me to control my notes with one finger at a time instead of 3 or 4 like a professional. Now, does anyone read music? You don't play. You said you don't read music? Well, I have, let me just do this. This is kind of an I actually have a copy of this in my computer, but I think I'll just show it to you. I'll play a song here called Love Me Tender. You may know it recognize it as a song that was sung by Elvis. The melody line came out way before Elvis. It was originally as a song called Orally. And then Elvis took the melody, rewrote the words, and copyrighted it, and it became Love Me Tender. And what's interesting, you may not be able to see it from that view, because on the keys here, I have all these letters that help me find the notes, and then they're color-coded. And the music looks like this. Okay? A lot of times people ask if I read music, and I don't read music. I read what's called easy play music. And so they also think that I'm playing by ear. And I'm not playing by ear, I'm playing by memory. And there is a difference. Playing by ear would be if someone took a phone or a device and they played a song and they said, "Can you play that?" And I sit down and I play it right away. That's having a good ear. Playing by memory is I take a song like this that's real easy for me to play, and I play it so many times that I can actually play it without the music. Okay? And so, but this is actually how I learned to read music, and this is how I've been doing this for 27 years now, and this is all the music that I use to play. So everything you heard me playing today was songs that I played by that look like this. And so I play a little "Love Me Tender," okay? And as you saw, it was color coded, and it has notes here that is coordinated with the letters. So red is red, C, F, and it just tells me where to go. And then the melody, the notes are written here. So all I have to do is play the melody notes, play the notes as I see them, match the letters, and that's it. So a song like this will look and sound like this. Listen to this beautiful saxophone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, it sounds so good over here. It's a little instrument, but it does quite a bit. This actually, now I know I joked around a little bit and said, do you know Glenn Miller? Do you know Frank Sinatra before your time? But believe it or not, this instrument, the name is it's called Discovery 3 is the model. The make is by Estey. Now, some people don't know the Estey and name. The name Estey actually is before your time. And when I say before your time, I'm talking like back in the Civil War days. It's the oldest name in America on home organs, and they used to had the pump organs. It's the first pump organ in America made was the Estey, and they used to use it when the troops marched off, what have you. Well, in the early mid 1900s, I want to say the 40s, somewhere around there, eventually the name went away, went out of business or whatever happened. The factory, the original factory, I believe, is now a historical tourist attraction in Brattleboro, Vermont. And there's an Estey Street. Well, in the late 80s, Fletcher Music Centers, we purchased the name Estey and the rights because at that time there was a lot happening in the music industry, and long story short, we had to purchase the name and rights and design our own product. And we introduced an organ called the Estey Discovery. And we had a couple generations, and we took a break from that side of the business because the retailer is just not conducive to, it's not easy. Well, with all the changes happening in the last few years again in the music industry, we redesigned and came up with this instrument called the Discovery 3. It's the third generation by Estey, and it has been in the last year one of the most heaven-sent models for us and many people who always said, I always wish I could learn to play, because for a very small instrument it has really a lot of great sound, and I think it sounds okay over there. I hope it does. But as I showed you, all of our music is very easy to use. So if I want to play a simple song like I did this earlier in the concert, it was my second song. But when I was playing Little Brown Jug, this is how I learned it. As you can see, it's just simple. The notes and the letters all written in there. And it's really that simple. And all I have to do is match up the notes and the colors, and here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Give this little guy a big round of applause here. Well, I got a couple more things to mention, and I'll finish. I'll finish with a finale here, kind of like what I opened up with. And since you weren't able to catch the first song, you'll get to hear the last song very similar because it'll work out perfectly. Um, I don't know if you can unmute yourself if you're able to. If you have any questions, no, yes, baby. Okay. Well, I want to tell you, first of all, I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the music. We have Fletcher Music Center's, our whole, um, I guess, marketing, if you will, for years and years, as long as I've been doing this, has always been focused around teaching people to make music as for recreational music making. Now, if you notice by the music I showed you, it's not hard music to play and it doesn't look complicated. And we've always focused on that for many years. And we've also kind of encouraged people to come in for group classes and for years and having social events and things like that. Well, obviously, last year kind of changed everything we do. Now, we still do have some locations that do individual instruction, extreme social distancing. Our average age student, by the way, this may surprise you, but our average age student at Fletcher Music Centers is 80 years old, believe it or not. So a lot older than you. But that's our average age student making music, one finger in each hand, and then some learn to progress and do more than one finger. But everything we do now, we still offer in-store with very strict guidelines, of course, but we do tons and tons of students, classes online. If you received the email, you might have saw one of the emails a picture of the Zoom a class and a bunch of students waving. Our website, FletcherMusic.com, by the way, if you go to our website, to the classes, and there's a classes, in fact, Sean, I may, when you have a moment, find that. I'll show that to them. Wasn't thinking about that, but we have concerts that we have open to the public for everyone all the time, and some of those concerts will have 200-300 of our students on, and we have talented artists from Sean Maloney. Here locally, I have someone that works with me here, Jerome Johnson. He plays and he sings great. We have our concert artists and instructors from Florida performing. And the beauty is we're reaching people all across the nation with great music. So the last thing I want to tell you before he puts that up there is one of the things we like to do is encourage people to try out our music classes if you like. If you want to check it out, see if it's something that might be fun to do. some of the key things are, number one, if someone has an instrument, sometimes people have an instrument with black and white keys. I'm just going to say that because there's keyboards, there's organs, pianos, anything with black and white keys, we can teach them. We have some people that don't have an instrument, and that's okay too. Um, um, it's probably good for you, for anyone to sit and enjoy watching. We have one of our best instructors teaching our beginners classes. And these beginner classes, by the way, are I've never played before, and she teaches it from a standpoint of this is how you play. And anyone, and it's free. Anyone can join, and we'll show that in a moment. And then if you like to come and just spread the word, we this is our new way of doing things, and this is part of the reason why we're doing these concerts is to spread the word and to let many people know that we teach here on class and what have you. So Sean, if you go to the website, to the classes and events calendar, and scroll down to the Conductor Magic. Now, Thomas and Harold, just by the shake of a head or a thumbs up, can you see that there? Okay, so if you scroll down, see, he's got it on the classes and events, but if you scroll down, is it scrolling? It's frozen.
Oh no, it froze, huh?
Use
That's
that other
cool.
option I told you,
I've got an idea.
because that's more important than that. It won't freeze on the website, just on here. Okay. So that looks a little fuzzy. On the website, it's actually, oh, there it is. So it says always wanted to play. Actually, that gentleman right there is actually a Mesa student. That picture was taken right at the local store there at the Superstitious Springs Mall.
Right in the room I'm sitting in.
And and the funny story about that is we liked that picture so much we were using it everywhere. And Sean said, we might want to ask his permission to use it. So we asked, and he said it was okay. This is our Conductor Magic class. The songs that I've been playing out of the book is a Conductor Magic. It's called Conductor Magic. It basically means it's a beginners. I'm just starting to play music. And as it says there, this introductory program ensures that with no previous musical experience, we'll have you playing music immediately. It's a great way to get started, and it's absolutely free. And the reason why we do this is for the obvious. We want to spread the word. If you ever want to join the class, it's very easy. And simply, if you're interested, if you click on that, what'll happen, there'll be a registration form, I think. Click on it. And it's real simple. You just put your information in there, and then you'll automatically get an email on how to join. Sean already has your information. He may be in touch with you to ask if you'd like to just try it out, sit on it. There's no cost for it. And you'll love the instructor that teaches that class. We encourage you to sit in and enjoy it and see if it's something that would be fun to do. If someone does not have an instrument, I forgot to answer that question. We have a lot of students that will call our store and reserve some private time, one of our practice rooms, and we'll actually set that up, and students will go in and rehearse their songs. We used to have it where students came to the store and they'd stick around after the class. Obviously, we're teaching the classes online now, so the students will come one-on-one, and it's probably even safer that way right now. We just ask that you sanitize your hands before you come in and allow us to wipe the keys down and be very safe. So it's a lot of fun. We encourage you to join, sit in one of the classes, have some fun with it, and you'll meet a lot of the other students that join our classes, and they are having a ball socially, and we don't have to worry about contracting the virus either online. So with that said, I'm going to finish up with Harold, I started with Stars and Stripes on the big organ over there, and since Thomas missed that, I'll get to play a little bit of that now, and you'll get to hear it on this guy, and I'll do maybe another song. I'll do a little medley. So thank you for joining us today. Keep an eye out for the calendar of events. Just go to our website. We have all sorts of things posted on our Facebook, free concerts just like this. And when you join the ones with our students, you'll see there's sometimes 100, 200 students on having a blast with us. So I'm going to finish up with a march. Here we go. Thank you. Big round of applause for our little guy here. And what's really cool is that if I really want to have some fun with this, I can say, you know what, I'm tired. Take a break, please. And then it'll actually. This is called Say Goodbye, Farewell Music. It'll do it on its own. Look, no hands, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you're in touch. All I ask is do me a favor. I'm going to have Sean give you a call, and I want him to take a few notes and get your opinion on how this went. We always want to constantly improve and share your experience, what we could do better, make it easier, or you could just say that guy was great. I'll take that as well. So I want to say thank you very much and for joining us, and stay safe, stay healthy, and hopefully you enjoyed today and I made your day better than it was when it started. Thank you so much.